Okay, what I'm going to show you is how to clean this mess up that I've just created by putting my hand on top of paint that was wet and inadvertently smudging it all across my artwork while I was painting another section. I've been too impatient. I usually leave it a few days to dry, but I wanted to do some work today and I've gone and made this big mess. So I'm going to show you how to fix that. So what you'll need is some clean turps, some clean dry brushes, soft brushes, and what you do is this only really works when the paint underneath is dry and this fresh mess is wet. If this was wet on wet, you'd have to use another technique. So what I'm going to do is, because the paint underneath is dry, I can just take my clean brush, soak it in turps, just dab off the excess on a paper towel and just begin to soak up your mess. Wipe it off on the paper towel and repeat. You have to be a little bit more careful along these edges. So you can see this is only really working because the paint underneath is dry. If it was wet, I'd just be making a great big, even bigger mess. And the way to possibly fix that if it was wet on wet would be to maybe just try and scrape off the areas and repaint them from scratch, which would be very annoying. Make sure you've got good ventilation, because turps is quite pungent, and I end up with headaches if I don't have good ventilation. Alright, you can see I've started to get most of that off now. Alright, I'm going to take a bigger brush now, do the same, just to really get the last of it. See on the shoulder here, it's darkening the shoulder. You have to work fairly quickly, otherwise the turps is going to, there you go, see it's starting to soften the paint underneath. So I'm probably going to have to go over these areas again with a thin layer of colour, just to totally cover up this catastrophe. So, I mean, once that's dry, only you are really going to notice it. But because this area wasn't complete anyway, I will be painting over the shoulder and that again with more tonal range, and the same with the gold plate. I can't go over the wings anymore because that white is really softened. So, okay, and there, that averts complete catastrophe. And so just be patient, let it dry, and go and do something else.